There we go. Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh. And I went to feed Tiny One before I get on with what I'm doing here. And on the way back, this tuxedo cat, and I don't know if it was Tennessee, ran out of under the fence of the building next door that may never be finished in our lifetime. Scared to death. I mean, the thing was just zoom. And so I walk over from my cart to leave it some dry food. It's very dark. And cars going up down my street like crazy. And I had my flashlight and I'd shined it on him when I saw him, but he went too fast. And coming back, this woman comes down the street in her van, and she didn't even slow down. I'm standing there going, I hope she doesn't run over me. I'm in the middle of the street. I can't see the cars because one, it's dark, and two, the cars that are parked there are blocking it. They got construction going on this weekend, so they're going to have all the cars move. And she doesn't even, not only does she not even slow down, she sees me, and she's going like this, and people drive down the street. My Minnie got killed my Minnie Mouse cat got killed, run over the street. Never went in the street. Somebody had to chase her there. And this is a 30-mile-an-hour street. They're doing 60 and 70 miles. And a couple of years, I wish I did film the aftermath, but I didn't film the actual accident, or whatever you want to call it. This guy comes barreling down the street in his truck. He wipes out a parked Saturn station wagon and then hits another car. And when he hit the first car so hard, his tire came off the truck and it went about 50 feet in the air. He was drunk as a skunk. And the woman comes out, and he almost killed the two people sitting in their car. And the one with the Saturn comes out sobbing because that was all she had. And they took the guy. The guy didn't even know he was in an accident. He was so drunk. People were, "Are you all right?" He was in a stupor. He was about 20 years old. So it's getting dangerous in my street. But then when I left the dry food out, the little tuxedo didn't come. He hid by the carport. But this black cat came out of nowhere, and he starts eating the food, which is okay, but I'd never seen the black cat before. Okay, today was absolutely brutal. It was 90 degrees in here. The high was 87. It's 67 now, and I'm going to, tomorrow will be, this is Martinez, California, by the way, where I live, if you haven't seen the video before. And tomorrow will be 90, and I'm going to Kathy's, and it's going to be 100. And Top Cat, who lives in Boston, sent me a video, which I posted, of his wonderful cats, Penelope and Oscar, who live in life of kitty opulence. They have their own private bedroom. They have their own theater-style view window to watch everything that's going on. And that video got a lot of views. So it's in the short section. I can't get Boston to come up. But tomorrow I'm going to Kathy's to pick up a monitor and also to make sure her internet is up, because Xfinity's coming in to put in the internet. They said we had to get a coaxial cable. I hate Xfinity with a passion. I had them when I first moved in here, and the guy came in and he took the phone jack that's under the refrigerator table, formerly my Apple II table, and he said, "Oh, this jack is dead." He proceeded to cut all the wires, and we had left a hole in the wall. And every time it rained or got really hot, the cable would go out. And I spent 3 hours on the phone Wednesday with them, and got two very nice people and one absolute idiot. "Well, I gotta make sure it's 100% on the dial to get the modem to work, to activate the modem." The modem's blinking like it's Las Vegas. It's got like 5 lights. And the third light she was talking about never went on. Then she said, "Well, you need a coaxial cable." Well, they give you these cables, they're only like ink. So I went on Walmart with Kathy there, used her credit card to buy a 50-foot coaxial cable. And I said, told Kathy, all you have to do is screw it into one end of the wall down where your TV used to be, Screw in the back of the motor. I don't know how to do that. So I got to go up there in 100-degree heat tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that. Okay. This is slightly, sadly bent. And this looks like, yeah, it's not a library book. It's a library. No, it's not a library book. But it's got some kind of sticker on it. Okay, luckily I can get this thing off without damaging the book. And this is a new paranormal book. Pittsburgh Paranormal, and this is Pittsburgh Unboxing. But this label is huge. Why did they have to put this stupid label on here? No reason for this. Oh, they're covering over some kind of barcode. I hate that when stores do that, because I gotta spend 5 or 10 minutes trying to take their stupid sticky label off. And I don't know why publishers put these barcodes on it, because Borders and Whenever Alive and Barnes & Noble, Amazon Books don't use those barcodes. And they are a royal pain to get off. You can't use Gooby Gone because you'll screw the book up. Use your fingers. And that just took, I'm not sure about this, that may or may not have taken part of the cover off the book, which is why the other reason I hate it. Look at the book now. I have to write them a note. Why did you put this sticker on there? You ruined the book. Well, anyway, this is the Demon of Brownsville Road and a Pittsburgh family's battle with evil in their home. I'll just read the back blurb here. Yeah, I took the back of the book off. The Cranmers seemed fated to own the house at Brownsville Road. As a young boy, Bob had been drawn to the property, and just when the family decided to move back to Brentwood, it went up for sale. Without a second thought, they purchased the house that Bob had always dreamed of owning. But soon the family began to experience a strange phenomena, objects moving on their own, ghostly footsteps, unsettling moaning sounds that gradually increased in violence, escalating to physical assaults and most disturbingly bleeding walls. Bob, Les, and their 4 children were under attack by a malicious demon that was conjuring up terrifying manifestations to destroy their tight-knit household. They had 2 choices: leave or draw on their unwavering faith to exorcise a malicious fiend who haunted their house. Now Bob Cranmer recounts the harrowing true story of the evil presence that tormented his family and the epic spiritual war he fought to save everything he held dear. And it has pictures, supposedly. A lot of pictures in the middle. So there are some of the pictures. I will read this, but I'm not happy that they just ruined a pretty good book. I got this for $5.25. Oh, part of the front of the cover is messed up too. Well, I will read this and let you know. All right, and then we have the channel numbers. 1,509,052 and 20,069 subscribers, and there is a huge wildfire in Los Angeles. Evacuations have been issued for the Canyon Fire near Ventura. Thousands have had to leave, and dozens of wildfires are still going on in Canada. The New York air quality was horrible, and 2 days ago, another earthquake hit New Jersey, and they found a new unknown fault. Christie was nowhere to be seen at the time of the earthquake, so he didn't fall down and make it go boom. All right, so that's what's going on. I got what I got, by the way, for $43, and it will enable me to use it with a lot of things in here. You'll see that tomorrow when I get back. The only drawback, it weighs 40 pounds. I'm going to be taking the folding cart and taking it with me. I'm going to have to make sure I carry my lantern from now on tonight, or activate this thing that goes around my head so I have a light, because that scared the hell out of me. Alright people, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Remember, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you have content that you don't see on the regular channel. I have other videos to post, but when it's 90 degrees and I'm going like, ugh. In fact, I drank a bottle of water earlier, much like this one, and the middle portion was frozen all the way down the bottle, and it was so hot here that part of the ice broke off from the other part of the ice, like a glacier when they drop icebergs into the ocean. So, and this thing, I took a bottle up to Kathy's on Wednesday, and the condensation, I had to put in a bread bag, and then I had to put in a plastic bag, and the condensation in the bottle was going through into both bags. Oh, and there's a couple of other things I intend to get. One at the end of the month for $25, not counting the protection plan, from Amazon. Something I really need in here. And then there's another item I found that, sadly, the shipping is 3 times of the item, but it will allow me, since I already have the part to repair it, to have a 1-year newer item than I've already got, which has been damaged, and then I'll fix the other one later. And the seller says it works fine. It just needs that part replaced. So this will be cool. And someone online said nobody used the 27-inch display. I also found a 4K Thunderbolt dock display by Dell for $800, and that's a 32-inch display. And then another one that's not 4K. No, it is 4K, but it's not totally Thunderbolt, and it was like $270. You don't have to buy the expensive Apple Cinema display if you look long enough in eBay. And the $800 one that's got Thunderbolt 3 ports is brand new. So Dell made monitors in 2006 that competed with the Apple Cinema display at the time, and while they had a few issues, they were a good gaming monitor. Not a great one, but you could play your games on them. Alright, with that in mind, let's see if anybody's on the channel here. I don't know. I don't think so, but who knows. Channel. Anybody in chat? Nope. Now, I didn't go out till 7:30, or actually 8 o'clock. I had to talk to Kathy, and the guy was nice enough today to deliver my item from eBay, and I got this book, and that's all the stuff for this month, except videos I have to post. I haven't posted because I'm swooning in here. Eyes start burning. Earlier when I was talking to Kathy, I was gasping for air and wheezing, because when it gets 90 degrees, I can't breathe in here. So tomorrow up there, I'm going to try to find a swimsuit that will not immediately fall off me, because I've lost so much weight. I can't get it. I've lost so much weight, but I still have this huge gut here. Supposedly you saved that from caveman times, so let the caveman take the fat away. So I put shorts on and swim trunks, and they fall right off me to the floor, and they won't stay around my waist because I've lost so much weight. Although I wish I could lose more. But it's going to be 100 degrees up there, and I'm not very thrilled of going up there in 100-degree heat. I hope the bus drivers have lots of air conditioning. Alright, have a good night. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the channel. And stay cool, people. New York had horrible air quality 2 years ago because the Canadian wildfire smoke is hitting New York, and I think they said there was something like 35 or 40 wildfires going on in Canada. I wonder if out-of-work communists are setting all those fires. And we haven't heard much. There he is. There he is. Hello, Meatwad. Didn't see you. Sorry about that. I wonder if Alberta, if people are, trying to stop them from becoming their own country. They don't want to be a 51st state. And now also they're talking about tariff stimulus checks for everybody, and yet the bill that the Ohio Republican senators put in saying it's the Jobs Act or Workers Act, and it doesn't say anything about people on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, VA, railroad retirements, the homeless. We probably want. They say they have an income level of $150,000 for married couples, and I don't remember the figure I saw in Blind Billionaire, but we'll probably get screwed again. And it's $600. I could use $600. So could Kathy. I would give Kathy $200 toward our car fund. She will have saved up $1,200 toward our getting a plug-in Prius. We want to do that by next year. Yeah, there's some talk. Trump said it might be illegal to elect a communist in this country. So I don't think the commie mayor is going to last very long. But what shocked me was that he proposed killing Jews. And a poll said that 40% of Jewish residents in New York intend to vote for the guy. You're going to vote for a guy who wants to exterminate you? That's insane. I tried to yell at detective Democrats in my bullhorn in Chicago. Yeah, what the hell are they doing in Chicago, which is another whole mess. Years of corrupt Democratic lack of leadership, corruption, payoffs, crime. I got beat up at the 1968 Democratic National Convention. I was a Humphrey worker. So I've been to Chicago twice. I'd forgotten about that for years. My dad and I wound up in Chicago on the Dan Ryan. And I wish I'd go back with a time machine and an iPad or an iPhone, because I would have filmed it. It was the greatest thing ever. Better than going to the zoo. There were 8 garbage trucks lined up. Let me get the camera on me. Hold on. We're on the Dan Ryan about 7:30 in the morning, and there's a garbage truck. Let me see, I gotta get this right. It doesn't work right. Wrong. There we go. There's one here, then 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 one here. They're in a row. And they're covering the entire freeway on the right side heading out of Chicago. I don't know where the Dan Ryan goes. I do know there was Adams Meats, Adams Ribs, a real rib place that they had in the MASH television series, and that was advertised in WGN for years. And I know the Cubs and the former stockyards and rail history of Chicago. But well, all of a sudden, my dad's in the far right lane, and he drove alcohol for Al Capone in 1927 from Erie to Pittsburgh. Trucks. Very good driver. Except the original Mustang almost killed him because it was too much car for him, and he went into a wide oval, and the thing started going, and it scared the hell out of me. He took it back to Hertz. He said, give me a normal car. This thing's going to kill me. So that was funny. I'm sitting there going, ah! But anyway, the first garbage truck, for some reason, veers to the right. It hit the second garbage truck, and then the first garbage truck tipped over on its side. The second garbage truck hit the third. It tipped over. They both tipped over on their side. And it was like dominoes. Boom, 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 boom. Suddenly, 8 garbage trucks are blocking the entire freeway. Garbage and it's everywhere. The smell was horrible. My dad raced down their shoulder and got past the last garbage truck before it tipped over and died. It was like walking in Littleton's graveyard. Greatest thing I think I've ever seen. Even better than moon landing. Because where are you going to see 8 garbage trucks die? I wish I could go back with a time machine. Go get Mad Markham's Time Machine. Go film that for YouTube. That would have gone viral. And I understood. We watched the news. And we got to our motel that evening, and they said it blocked the Dan Ryan for like 10 or 12 hours, which is the major thoroughfare in Chicago. So that was incredible. Okay, let's go back to beat one. So I don't know I haven't watched the news, except sadly they caught the guy, a black guy. I don't know if he's conservative or liberal or leftist or anti-Trump, or he went to one of our forts and shot 5 people. So let's see. I may look New York mayor. New York has done it. Well, I think that he gets married, he's going to have an accent. New York mayor candidates react to report about Trump considering involvement in mayor's race. So what does Trump want to do? Let's see. This is CBS, no great friend of Trump. Campaign Finance Board denies matching funds to Eric Adams. He faces another lawsuit. Report claims Trump spoke with Cuomo about the mayor's race. Trump and Cuomo frequently feuded in the past. The governor and the president have not spoken in some time. They have not discussed the race. And Sliwa is commenting on it. Or that's the guardian angel guy. So Cuomo is a scumbag. So who killed dozens of seniors by locking them in nursing homes with COVID. Mandami owns double-digit lead over Cuomo. I'm kind of amazed. You would think that they would be rooting for Eric Adams since he got railroaded like Trump. They wanted to convict him, and Trump helped save him. So now back to my channel, wherever it's hiding here. Hold on. But that's not it. I keep shifting from screen to screen. That's curious. Okay, there we go. So, excuse me, I do this all the time. I have been talking about crime. I've got videos with 30,000 views. I've been doing breaking crime news for years. So don't give me any crap. I don't talk about a white guy. So goodbye. You're lying and you're full of crap. So I saw the picture today. That's all I saw. And it was a black guy. Now, what am I supposed to say? He's purple? Well, my dad was an abusive alcoholic, but we found out he was ill after they did the autopsy, so it wasn't his fault. But I know he cared for me, and he loved my mother. I don't think he keeps fading out. But if you go look at my list of videos, I'm not a racist. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're Asian. I don't care if you're Latino. I don't care if you're an illegal alien. If you're a criminal, you're a criminal. I don't care what color it is or where you came from. but I'm going to report the story. Now, let me look at something. I'm going to look at my channel. I can go to another thing without losing this. Where am I? I'm in Chrome. Okay. And there is a thing for somewhere most popular videos. Okay, adult man has sex with a McChicken sandwich. That guy happened to be black. 60 black teens robbed bar train in Oakland. 26 dead, gunmen in shooting in Texas. And if I knew their identity, I told what they were. Whoops. That's the Art Bell one. Hold on. Let's see, but there I have videos that had 29,000. Ohio State Fair ride breaks, dozens injured, 1 dead, 7 injured. Let's see, what else is here? They don't list them all, but they're there. But to say that I'm singling out a black guy, I mean, hell, we just had 2 white guys try to kill Trump. I'm not supposed to say, oh, here's another one. Here's another one doing the same thing. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't say I'm only reporting it when it's a black guy, because that's wrong. I report the facts. If the guy had been a white guy, I would have reported it. Whoops. What happened? I'm sorry. I'm hold on. Somehow I don't. Me that I removed your messages somehow. I don't know what happened. Apologize. Hold on. No, I don't want to. See, these trolls come in and I screw up because I can't see the screen because the camera's in the way. But that story came over my email yesterday. Fort such and such, active shooter, place is locked down. Then I see a picture of the guy. They're leading him away to the patrol car or whatever they went, and he's black. Now what the hell am I supposed to say? He's green? He's purple? He's yellow like an iMac? Come on, people. Be real. Sorry, Meatwood. I don't know what I did here. I hope I didn't put you in a timeout. Let's see. No. So, let me see if you... Yeah, I go also for days and weeks without any troll comments. Then I get this stuff trying to accuse me of being racist because I say the guy's black. I don't know if he's still here or not. I like Meatwood. So anyway, with that in mind, I'm going to go. But I'm 73 years old. I don't care what color you are. If you're a good person, you're a good person. You're committing a criminal act, you're a criminal. And using your race is more of an adjective. The tall guy who is a black separatist or the tall guy who is a white supremacist walked into a school and shot up the school, or walked into a synagogue, or walked into a community center, or we had 2 Muslims a few years ago go into a building in Southern California and they shot up their co-workers. And they were reported for exactly where they came from. But I guess if you report they're Muslims, you're being anti-Muslim. And I'm sure the news media reports that. probably not the leftist news media, because they're going to hide that sort of stuff because they don't want to tell about people from other countries being criminals. They whitewash things, they change them, they edit them. So, all right, with that in mind, I'm going to go. Have a good night, stay cool, stay hydrated, stay safe, and watch the skies. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.